question I had from some of our followers was, are they customized? So if they, not all of them have CP, some of them have other issues, amputees, wheelchair users, and they don't live in the area. So they said, can I call, and, how does that process work? How do they, communicate what their needs are, and then you suggest the products, and then it's.
And what we'll do is we'll go over what the symptoms they're dealing with.
Okay.
The size of the person as far as height, their body mass as far as weight. If there's a deformity, if there is a amputee, involved, and we take that all into consideration. And after 26 years, we can pretty much go, based on what you're telling me, we can tell you exactly how we're going to build this. A good example is your daughter's mattress. When I first started this, I was using a denser core, and I just felt it was a little bit too firm. And we went to a slightly lighter core and created the mattress she's on. It was just like day and night as far as the impact. And so we're always testing. We're always wanting to look and see what we can do better. But the Embrace mattress, which is what she's on, that will handle a person up to 200 pounds.
Okay.
So somebody as delicate as, say, I'm working with one now that's 35 pounds.
Yeah, that's what mine is.
Yeah, and so it will still envelop around. It develops no matter what the body mass is, it will envelop and create the cushioning that it needs for the joints, provide great spine alignment, and like I said, up to 200 pounds.
Yeah.
So we always have a range with each mattress of what it can do. In one of the early studies, with fibromyalgia for moderate to severe fibromyalgia in a 3-week study, the pain levels dropped by 60% on the average. Sleep duration increased by 1 hour and 15 minutes, and sleep disruptions dropped by 29%, which was huge because one of the problems with fibromyalgia is the more fatigued you become, the more sensitive you are to pain, which then the symptoms are really starting to get to you, which then makes you even more fatigued because it's disrupting your sleep even more. What this does is that disrupts that and it makes it work better. So that's one of the important things with fibromyalgia. The other thing they discovered with diabetic, let's go over that since you brought that up, is one of the studies showed that sleep disruption in non-REM sleep by as little as 20 minutes to 30 minutes a night for 5 nights will impact your ability to process glucose as if you've gained 20 to 30 pounds.
Yeah.
So being able to achieve being on a sleep surface, it allows you to get deep sleep like what this mattress has accomplished. And part of that is because you're able to sleep cooler, because your other enemy with fibromyalgia is heat. And so anything that makes you hot disrupts even more. The sleep's cooler, and this allows you to get better sleep and minimize the chances of disrupting your sleep and causing you even more of a problem being stage 1 diabetic.
When I lay in it, I feel like I sleep the best in the zero gravity position. People are always asking me, what does that mean? What does that zero gravity mean?
Okay.
Like, I don't know. That's just, so
right.
You can explain that.
This was, 30 years ago, NASA designed a position for astronauts to withstand G-forces in liftoff and re-entry. And by putting them in that position, they could withstand those incredible G-forces going up and coming back into, from outer space. That's all that position was for. What we discovered, and when I was working with brace fittings for backs, we had a chair that would go to that position. And we had one person I always remember, which is the one I always talk about. He had 2 crushed vertebrae in his lumbar, excruciating pain. We put him in a V-lock brace, which is a plastic shell, molded to him. He's on no medication. The guy's in incredible pain. And we set him back in his chair and put him back into zero gravity, or what your positioning is. And all the gravity pressure is off the spine. Within 2 minutes, he looks at his wife and he goes, I don't hurt anymore. She thought we'd given him his meds. The meds were sitting on the table. He's on nothing. And 2 minutes later, he's fast asleep because of the pain relief. And so that's where the zero gravity nickname came from, was this design by NASA, which has been applied on the medical and then eventually made its way into adjustable basis. Retail will always talk about, you can sit up, you can read, you can watch TV, do all these things. And what I tell people is what it's for is to go to a position that is the best pain relief for back issues that there is. It doesn't matter how chronic your back pain is, you go into that position and literally within a few minutes, the pain is
You feel
diminished.
relaxed.
Yes.